Once upon a time, in the land of Judah, there was a young king named Josiah. Josiah became king when he was only 8 years old, and he ruled the kingdom with wisdom and kindness. He loved God with all his heart and wanted to lead his people in a way that pleased him. As Josiah grew older, he became determined to repair the temple of the Lord, which had fallen into disrepair. During the restoration work, the high priest Hilkiah made a remarkable discovery. He found a long-forgotten scroll hidden in the temple. Curious, Hilkiah unrolled the scroll and began to read. It was the book of the law, which contained the instructions and commandments that God had given to his people through Moses many years ago. When Josiah heard the words of the law, he was deeply moved. He realized that the people of Judah had strayed from God's commandments and were living in disobedience. Josiah knew that he had to take action to set things right. Josiah gathered all the people of Judah together, from the youngest to the oldest, and he read the entire book of the law to them. He explained its teachings and urged the people to turn back to God and follow his commandments with all their hearts. Filled with conviction, Josiah led the people in a solemn covenant to obey God and keep his commandments. They pledged to follow God's ways and to worship him alone, forsaking all idols and false gods. Josiah then ordered the removal of all the idols and altars of foreign gods that had been set up in Judah. He cleansed the land of anything that defiled it and restored true worship of the Lord. Because of Josiah's faithfulness and obedience, God promised to bless him and the people of Judah. Throughout Josiah's reign, the kingdom experienced peace and prosperity, and the people lived in harmony with God's ways. King Josiah was moved to tears when he heard the words of the book of the law because he realized that the people of Judah had strayed from God's commandments and were living in disobedience. He understood the seriousness of their sin and was deeply grieved by it. And so, the story of King Josiah and the book of the law teaches us about the importance of obedience to God's word. Just like Josiah, may we have hearts that are open to hearing and obeying God's commandments, so that we may experience his blessings and live in harmony with his will.